Well, hi there. This is Marcia, and I'm coming to you today, not even with an apology, but just to say, I bet you've been waiting to hear from me. Since my presentation to you a while back, I promised you that I would send you my video smartphone kit guide. Well, I went back and took a look at it, and I have to tell you, to be honest, these tools, they wind up changing so rapidly that a lot of the things on my list are outdated, or they've had some major improvements, in kind of the next generation of the tool. So I decided, instead of trying to, create a whole nother piece of print material that I'd be sending you and then it would be outdated in another month or two, that I just go ahead and share some great tools that I found online that I think would be helpful for you. So is that okay? Do you forgive me, please? I hope so. So let's just dive into it right now. What were the three things I told you you need to be sure that you do when you shoot video on your smartphone? That's right. You need to be seen, you need to be heard, and you need to be stable. Doesn't matter what order it's in, you need all three of them. So I came across this fabulous tool that you see on the screen here that addresses all three of those in one kit. How cool is that? So what you'll see here is a monopod that's got the little tripod legs on the bottom. It's got an external microphone, lavalier microphone, clipped in, and it's got a ring light. So you're seen, you're heard, and you're stable. And it all fits on your desktop. Now, it also periscopes up about 45 inches or something, a couple of feet. Not quite high enough for you to be able to stand in front of unless you want to look down at it. But you can use it on a desktop or maybe on a tabletop, something like that. And this thing's only $38.89. How's that? And if you're a Prime customer on Amazon like I am, no shipping. So what a deal is that? So think about that. For those of you that don't have any of these accessories yet, this might be a really great combination for you. Now, let's move on to some other options for being stable. Okay, so being stable doesn't always mean you have to have the tripod. You can actually handhold your smartphone if you're careful and if you have the right tool. And this grip stabilizer mount for your smartphone is one great option for you to try out. $14. It's got a very sturdy mount for your smartphone to go on, and the handle and grip are very stable. So if you're needing some kind of a tool that you can walk around, say you're in real estate or you're in landscaping, you're in some kind of field where you need to do walkthroughs to show people what it is you're selling, this is a great option for you. And let's take a look at a couple of others. Now, for those of you that would like to have some kind of a tripod, monopod, stabilizer of some sort that will periscope up so that your camera is at your eye level and you can stand up and do your presentation, this Bluetooth selfie stick is a great option. This thing goes up to 59 inches. So I know that's not high enough for some of my tall friends who are, much taller than I am, but this is getting there. This is one of the tallest ones I found. So if you need it taller, you can actually periscope it all the way up and put it on a table, and then you can get it to eye level that way. So this might be a cool option for you. It also can be used as a selfie stick, so you can hold it. It also has a little Bluetooth shutter, so you can start your video or take a photo from wherever it is you're standing. You don't have to be touching your actual smartphone to do it. So there's some cool features with this that you might want to consider. So take a look at that. And then there's the classic fancy dancy selfie stick. And this is very similar to the one that I showed you that I have. Let me find the picture here. Okay, so it comes with a mount for the tripod that's not included, but you can get one separately. And it tilts, and you can use it for your smartphone for a camera, DSLR. So that's another option to maybe look into. And then that hand grip. So those are a couple of great stabilizing tools. And next I want to show you some lights. Okay, the ring lights. I told you they weren't very expensive. They're 10 bucks here, 11 bucks. And the thing that you need to look for when you're buying these ring lights is whether they have a USB connector port so that you can charge the light, or if they're battery powered. Whichever you prefer, they both work fine, but it's up to you, depending on your preference. And another cool thing are the large ring lights. If you ever want to get into something a little bit more fancy. Now they're about $100, maybe $122 for the second one here. But they're a definite option. And then another thing that you might want to consider with the ring light is to get one that has this warm tone to it. So the ring light that I showed you has kind of a blue light to it. It's very bright white. And sometimes maybe you want a warmer feeling to your video. So you could get one of these ring lights that has the warmer tone to the LEDs that are installed on it. Whatever. They're all good. You just need to be seen, right? And then finally, let's get heard, huh? Here are some real nice options. These are little directional microphones that you can plug into your headphone jack onto your smartphone, and they range in price, like the one at the top here made by Rode. That manufacturing company, has an excellent reputation in the audio world. So if you want to invest in something that is going to be good for the long haul, this is a good product. It's originally $89. Right now it's on sale for $59. Fabulous deal. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, you just want to kind of try out the style, you've got other options. You see the next one here is $19.95. Another one is $9.95. Another one is $28.99. So a lot of variety here. And then of course my favorite, let's get down here to see it, is just a lavalier microphone. And one of the things I want you to consider if you're purchasing a lavalier microphone is, what is the length of the cord? Some of them, astoundingly, are only about 6 feet long. 10 feet is better. This one has 20 feet. That's even better. So just be sure that you don't kind of shortchange yourself, okay? So those are some great ideas. I'd love for you to look into this and see what will work for you. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me, reply to this email, or better yet, schedule a call with me. I'd love to just throw some ideas around, see if there's some ways that I might be able to help you with your video. Or if you're having some problems with setting things up and you're not quite sure how that's going to work, be happy to give you some tips. So stay in touch. I'll be staying in touch with you. Please, do what you can to stay in touch, whether it's through email or give me a call, and you will hear from me again shortly. So thanks for tuning in. And again, not going to apologize for not getting back to you sooner, because I think this information is even more robust than I could have ever put in print. So we'll see you again soon. Thanks.